It is 8 days until the presidential and parliamentary election. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Joy News today. We are live on DSTV channel 421, Go TV channel 125 across all our social media handles. We are Joy News on TV. In our top stories this hour, the Electoral Commission identifies discrepancies in the serial numbers on presidential ballot papers for Brekum West and Brekum East constituencies in the Ballot region. We have details as the EC directs political parties to present representatives to monitor the reprinting of the affected ballot papers scheduled to take place today at 10 a.m. Also, turn out in your numbers to vote. That's the rallying call from the Electoral Commission chairperson, Jean Menza, as she assures Ghanaians in an exclusive interview with Joy News that all preparations for the 2024 general elections are complete.
My message is that they should come out in their numbers and vote in an orderly manner.
We have showbiz, sports news, and business news in this bulletin. My name is Faustina Safo. Take a seat, be my guest.
Election Headquarters is brought to you by Petrosol Platinum Energy, Energizing Dreams, Chopbox Technology, a convenient service, German Ozone Medical Center, Alternative Therapy, Dental, Wellness and Beauty, the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants (CIMA), and the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants (AICPA), together as the Association of International Certified Professional Accountants. Youth Break Foundation, bridging the gaps for positive youth development. Syntex Tanks, Air Strong, Air Tough, Potential Real Estate, your trusted partner in real estate. Deluxe Paint, Paints Mu Champion.
We are indeed your election headquarters. Well, the Electoral Commission has identified discrepancies in the serial numbers on presidential ballot papers for the Brekum West and Brekum East constituencies in the Ballot region. In Brekum West, some serial numbers on the ballot differ from those on the counterfoils, affecting a total of 8 booklets. At Brekum East, the EC says there are inconsistencies and duplication in serial numbers across several booklets. Now, to address the issue, the EC will reprint the affected ballot papers through the Ghana Publishing Company. On your screens now is that statement from the Electoral Commission that they published earlier. It reads, the Electoral Commission has identified some discrepancies in some serial numbers on presidential and ballot papers for the Brekum West and Brekum East constituencies in the Ballot region. In Brekum West, the serial numbers on the ballot are different from that on the counterfoil. It is made up of 7 of 100 booklets and 1 of 25 booklets for the presidential ballot papers. Brekum East has inconsistent and duplication of serial numbers. This is made up of 3 of 100 booklets, 1 of 50 booklets, and 1 of 25 booklets. Serial numbers do not follow sequential order, they say, and 2 of 10 booklets are having the same serial numbers. The Commission shall submit the above ballot papers to the Ghana Publishing Company, Assembly Press, for reprint. Political parties and independent presidential candidates are to provide 2 representatives each to observe the process on Friday, which is today, 29th of November, and the time given is 10 a.m. at the premises of the Ghana Publishing Company Assembly Press here in Accra. Well, the Electoral Commission has also identified shortfalls in the presidential and parliamentary ballot papers for several constituencies in the Volta region, including Keta, Ketu North, Ho Central, Hohoi, and Ho West. Well, on your screens now is that statement from the Electoral Commission as well, just giving us a sense of the actual happening in the Volta region. It says the Electoral Commission has identified some shortfalls on presidential and parliamentary ballot papers for Keta, Ketu North, Ho Central, Hohoi, and Ho West constituencies in the Volta region. The shortfalls will be printed by acts commercial. Political parties and independent presidential candidates are to provide 2 representatives each to observe the printing process on Friday, 29th November 2024, which is today, at 10 a.m. at the premises of Acts Commercial Printing House here in Accra. While the Deputy Director of Elections and IT for the National Democratic Congress, Dr. Rashid Tango Computer, who served notice that the NDC will be sending representatives to observe the reprinting process, says the consistent errors by the EC makes it difficult for the party to have confidence in the EC's ability to organize a free and fair election. He spoke earlier on NewsX.
We have serious challenges with the Electoral Commission, the way and manner they are handling these issues. Because initially, we all agreed to the processes and the tenets upon which the ballots are going to be printed. Now, afterwards, we started experiencing these challenges upon challenges. It doesn't augur well for the statute or the credibility of the Electoral Commission. For instance, the issue of the Volta Region is as a result of statistical mistakes or errors that we've identified. Because if you look at the shortfall, it emanates from the Electoral Commission own statistics. Okay, the statistics they generated and sent to the print houses were not correct. Last minute, we saw it last minute, and we indicated that to them.
So the NDC drew the attention of the EC.
Yes, when the ballots were sent down, and we rechecked the statistics, we realized that the statistics were not correct.
Well, the Director of Research and Elections for the New Patriotic Party, Evan Simaku, says despite the serialization errors and shortfalls in the printing of ballot papers, he wants political parties to have confidence in the Electoral Commission's competence.
You see, it is after you've sent out the ballot papers from the printing houses, which have been checked by the EC and party agents, to the district, and it is received. They also, as EC officials, will go through with party officers and stakeholders to make sure that ballots that have been brought to the district will meet the numbers as indicated. So at that point, we are likely to find some challenges here and there. But we are looking at, across Ghana, 276 constituencies. We are printing ballots for 40,648 polling stations of different booklets ended 50, 25, and 10. So it's an exercise you must be very meticulous to go through. But sometimes we have challenge from our colleagues NDC. If you act from the printing house where Volta Region was printed, the kind of challenges the NDC brought to the checking and dispatch of the ballot, you'll be amazed. But hey, it's a human institution. We must all open our eyes and make sure that what is being done is done fairly to all stakeholders. You go through this election. I know a New Patriotic Party, our presidential candidate, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, will emerge victorious.
Well, away from that, the chairperson of the Electoral Commission has disclosed exclusively to Joy News that the EC will conclude on all election-related developments and training today in readiness of the 2024 general election, which is just 8 days away. While speaking on the sideline of a ceremony held in Accra, where all 12 presidential aspirants committed to peace, the EC chairperson also added her voice to the need for peace before, during, and after the elections.
My message is that they should come out in their numbers and vote in an orderly manner. Well, on the part of the Commission, we commit to carrying out transparent, robust electoral processes and elections come election day. And as indicated during my presentation, we would announce the will of the people that is expressed at the polls. It is the will of the people that is expressed at the polls that will be announced, and we entreat all the presidential candidates to accept the outcomes of the result. We are. I think we are ready. All our materials on the field, our training has taken place. It comes to an end tomorrow. But in all our materials are in place, we have a good supply of equipment. Our officers are well trained and we are ready.
Thank you so much.
Now to our campaign trail. The flag bearer of the new patriotic party, Dr. Bawumia, is promising to do everything within his power, if elected president, to ensure that several issues with Ghana lands are resolved to pave way for development of the state. According to him, migration to the capital has created immense demands for lands here, which has come with its associated challenges. He says a future Bawumia government will ensure those challenges are addressed. Bawumia was speaking at the Galmanche Palace when he paid a courtesy call on him on Thursday.
The Ghana state hosts the capital of Ghana. And because of that, the rest of Ghana is here. But that has implications for the Ghana state, which we have to take account of in policy. It has implications because land becomes a problem. That is an issue. The demand for land here is much higher than anywhere in the country, which means indigenes do not get access to affordable land. That is a major issue that we have to deal with. Secondly, educational opportunities is another issue. Jobs is another issue for the youth in here because, you know, the chances, because everybody is here, the schools have limited chances for the youth who are here, limited jobs. So, and also the language. The language is another problem because most of us who are here, we can survive without speaking Ga. That leads to a decline in the language. So we have to make sure that Ga is taught in our schools. To protect the language, otherwise it's going to be very costly. There are a lot of issues of land that the Ghana state has with the government. We have to resolve these issues, and I'm going to promise you that as president, I'm going to sit down with you and we will resolve these issues in your favor. All of you have seen that we have built the Jamestown Harbor, and that is going to help the fishing community. But our fishermen have a problem with premixed fuel. And so I've come up with the new idea that because of so much corruption involved in the premixed fuel distribution, let us move away from premixed fuel and go for outboard motors which use solar power to power the outboard motors. So our fishermen don't have to buy premixed fuel anymore. When the sun is shining, they have their fuel. So we have brought in the solar-powered outboard motors. Thing has begun. We did it in Apam. On Wednesday, we are going to Tema. We are going to bring in all the chief fishermen so that we demonstrate, so that everybody will see how this solar-powered outboard motors is working. We believe that it will make the fishermen very rich because they don't have to spend a lot of money on fuel anymore. I have a lot of respect for NIGA and the Ghana state. High respect. I want to work closely with you, really closely with you, so that we can solve problems together. For me, I dream about solutions. I'm always looking to how to solve problems, how to reduce our suffering. Everything I do is about solving problems. I want to work with you, and I can tell you that if you give me the opportunity, I will help raise the opportunities and the standard of living of our people.
He said the promise and called for a social contract to seal the agreement between the Ghanaians and the NPP flag bearer.
As the occupant of the Ghana Paramount stool, the custodian of Ghana culture, and tradition. I want to say, and just like you rightly said, hosting the capital has not been easy. So we thank you that you have taught about solutions. I always say that Accra has serious problems and needs serious people to solve these problems. We are in line and in link with your solutions. Let's get them by. Come, December 7th, if Ghanaians give you the nod, we want a social contract with the Ga people. We want that. We also want you to place in prime positions Ga and Dangbe indigents within your party so that they can effectively serve their purpose and promote our Ga culture and who we are. Because we believe that our ethnicity is dying. Our language is almost erased, like you said. Solutions to enforce the GES bylaws that Ga and Dangbe is taught in this locality is on you. You have promised it. If you have the nod, we want to see that Ga, Acho Ga, the Dangbe, yes, Sukuchu, fair chuming, ye Dangbe.
The Asawase constituency is often flagged as a flashpoint for electoral violence, a trend security agencies and some electorates aim to reverse. Before signing a peace pact, the incumbent MP did swear by God to ensure the electoral regulations are adhered to in conduct of this year's election. Nanaya Ojima has more in the following report.
Over the years, the Asawase constituency has often recorded pockets of electoral violence, forcing the Regional Security Council to strengthen security in the constituency. The polls and the announcement of results often create tension between the leading political parties. Though the police have been quick to quell tensions, the Ashanti Regional Security Council is anticipating a more peaceful atmosphere in the upcoming election. Member of Parliament for Asawase, Muntaka Mubarak, made a pledge to ensure his supporters adhere to electoral laws for peace to prevail.
Electoral Commission, whether electoral officer no.
I have sworn not to influence any EC official. I wouldn't want them to give a supporter of mine a ballot to vote in my favor or do anything to aid my victory.
Now we news and the who another what to go and Mr. Moncroft, no one matter was under polity. All these things I swear by the God that created me. I won't do anything contrary to the law. I just son and person.
The New Patriotic Party's parliamentary candidate, Manath Ibrahim, who is in the race for the first time, revealed deliberate steps were taken during the campaign for a peaceful process.
I'd like to apologize for that poor sound quality. While the free senior high school program is once again at the center of heated political debate between the New Patriotic Party and the National Democratic Congress. This time, the controversy has made its way to academia, with university lecturers openly taking sides based on their political persuasion at the University of Cape Coast School of Business Conference Room. There's more in this report.
The first group, known as University Lecturers for Free SHS, in their press conference held at the University of Cape Coast School of Business Conference Hall, situated their message on 3 thematic areas. The group chronicled statements from the NDC suggesting the party was against the Free SHS policy. Professor Isaac Boedi, a dean of the University of Professional Studies, is the convener of the group.
President Mahama on the 9th November 25th, 2017, stated that Lasulala Free SHS will fail. Former President Mahama, on his presidential promises, the primaries that I conducted, Tor said Akufo-Addo free education is not working. Again, former President Mahama, again on October 1st, 2018, reiterated his aversion to free education, free SHS, stating that it will undergo a review and hinted on the possibility of the policy being scrapped because, to him, it is unthinkable to spend 2 billion Ghana cedi in free SHS and that it is seriously constricting government budget.
Well, thanks for staying with us here on the Joy News channel. Let's take you now live to the Electoral Commission headquarters. Bosman Asari is addressing political party for this year's IPAC meeting. They're dealing with some key issues regarding accreditation ahead of the December 7 polls.
Employs in the printing and distribution of ballot papers. The essence, as noted, is to ensure full accountability of the ballots and to make sure that the ballots sent to the regions are accurate. It is important to note that in the spirit of transparency, the Commission notified the political parties and presidential candidates to enable them inform their agents to observe the reprinting of the ballot, as well as the destruction of the faulty ballot papers. The question is, who discovered it and who is requesting for a reprint? The Commission has nothing to hide. Why would the Commission inform political parties in writing if it has something to hide? It is the Commission staff at the regional level that discovered and reported back to the Commission. It is the Commission that ordered the reprinting and informed the political parties and the presidential candidates. The Commission had nothing to hide. This is the procedure in place, and it is the Commission which is requesting a reprint of the shortfall in the presence of the agents, not any political party. For the benefit of the general public, similar shortfalls and discrepancies were discovered and reported back to the head office by our regional directors. The shortfalls occurred in Greater Accra, Western North, Upper West, Western, and Bono East regions. So the Volta region and the Bono region are not the exceptions. The political parties were also informed in writing, and the reprinting was done. Why the noise about the shortfalls for only the Volta region? If the Commission had anything to hide, it would not transparently call for a reprint of ballots to make up for the shortfalls. The Commission urges the general public, and especially our political parties, to disregard acts of mischief by persons whose only objective is to malign the Commission and sow seeds of mistrusts and doubts. The memo in circulation demonstrates the Commission's resolve to operate above board and in a transparent and accountable manner. We entreat our political parties and the general public to carefully read the memos from the Commission, which may find their way onto social media, so that they are not swayed by persons whose sole agenda is to cause fear and panic and tarnish the image of the Commission ahead of the 2024 presidential and parliamentary elections. For the information of our political parties and the general public, we sent earlier letters indicating the shortfalls in some of the ballots for some of the regions. And I have a letter here showing 22nd November, 40 and shortfall of ballot papers which were sent to the political parties and printing houses. And the latest one occurred on November 28th. So this is a clear indication that the Volta and the Bono regions were not the only exceptions. It's a standard practice we have adopted as an institution that anytime the ballots are sent to the regions, we do another check. And if the checks reveal that there are any shortfalls, automatically we get into action and we print them to make up for the shortfalls. And we think that this is a quality practice which must continue. So we are very grateful for your attention. Now we'll give the opportunity to the parties and the agents of the presidential candidates to ask questions or any concerns they have. Thank you very, very much. Mr. Tete, you can now take over.
Thank you, Don. Thank you for these updates on deliberations and
this point, we would like to allow the political parties and the reps of the candidates around the table.
Well, the Electoral Commission just addressing key issues ahead of the December 7 polls. We told you earlier that they have spotted some discrepancies in some of the ballot papers to go to some constituencies in the Volta region. They also had issues with some serialization and accreditation issues, which they were also talking about today. We also know that some key concerns have been raised by the opposition NDC about the true preparedness of the EC to handle a free and fair election because of the issues that have come up with serialization errors and, shortfalls in the printing of presidential and parliamentary ballot papers. We've also been hearing from the NPP. They are confident in the EC's competence. They want other political parties to trust the Electoral Commission. We heard from Jim Mensa. She was very optimistic that the EC is ready to deliver on a free and fair election, which is 8 days to the December 7 polls. Now, we'll take you to the commissioning of the Obetsebi Lamptey Interchange shortly. The president would be addressing the media. We'll take you there shortly. And when we come back from this quick turn, we'll also be taking you to Safari Valley. I will tell you why after this quick turn. Thanks for staying with us here on the Joy News channel. Now, let me take you to Obetsebi Lamptey Interchange, where President Akufo-Addo is commissioning the project. Let's listen in.
Bawumia Central Municipal Assembly. The MPP parliamentary candidate for Bawumia Central, the president of the Abosokan Spare Parts Dealers Association, the Deputy British High Commissioner and members of the Diplomatic Corps, the Managing Director of QGMI, the contractor, Mia Kumajen Manche, Mia Abosokan, Abosokan Zongo Chief, Nawulomoy, residents of Abosokan, fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy to be here this afternoon to commission phase 2 of the Obetsebi Lamptey Interchange. This remarkable project is further evidence of the Akufo-Addo government's strong commitment to transformative development. Development that enhances mobility, drives economic growth, and improves the quality of life for all Ghanaians. At the inception of this project, my vision was clear: to confront the persistent traffic congestion that has long impeded movement and economic activity in this crucial area of Accra. When I had the honor of commissioning phase 1 in 2020, I pledged to the people of Ghana that we would deliver the second phase as part of a comprehensive solution. Today, I'm deeply gratified to declare that this promise has been fulfilled. The completion of phase 2 is not just an infrastructure milestone. It is a pivotal moment in our nation's journey towards modernity and efficiency. This interchange will significantly enhance the flow of traffic to the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, as well as along the Ring Road West, Kaneshie and Accra Central corridors, reducing travel times and vehicle operating costs. It will increase productivity for businesses and transform the daily commute for thousands of Ghanaians. Moreover, this project is a catalyst for economic vibrancy in the capital. It will facilitate the seamless movement of goods and services, thereby reducing the cost of doing business and attracting much-needed investments to the region. It is indeed a cornerstone of our broader vision to establish an integrated, modern transformation network that underpins Ghana's socio-economic transformation. The benefits of this interchange extend far beyond traffic management. It embodies the commitment to sustainability and safety, incorporating pedestrian-friendly designs and modern drainage systems to mitigate perennial flooding. In essence, it exemplifies our vision of a resilient and inclusive urban landscape. This project is one among many that our government is executing to elevate the standards of living for Ghanaians. Over the past 8 years, we have undertaken significant infrastructure projects across the nation. These include the Pokwase Interchange, the largest of its kind in West Africa, whose completion has eased congestion and improved connectivity. The historic Tamale Interchange, the first in northern Ghana, and the Bechem-Techimentia Akumadan Road, which has unlocked vital agricultural hubs, enhancing trade and livelihoods. In addition to these, the Akufo-Addo government has delivered 6 interchanges nationwide, with 13 others currently underway, progressing steadily towards completion. Each of these projects is a testament to our resolve to build a Ghana where opportunity is available to all, regardless of geography. Ladies and gentlemen, these accomplishments are the result of a collective effort. I extend my deepest gratitude to the Ministry of Roads and Highways, under its dynamic minister, the Honorable Francis Asensio-Boakye, Member of Parliament for Bantama Asensio, the new National Roads Authority, and the contractors and engineers whose dedication and expertise have brought this project to fruition. Your contributions to nation building cannot be overstated. I also acknowledge our financial partners whose steadfast support, even amidst global economic challenges, and our domestic debt exchange program has been indispensable. Your faith in Ghana's vision for development is deeply appreciated. The residents and commuters who endure the inconveniences of construction with patience and understanding, I express my heartfelt thanks. Your cooperation has been pivotal to the successful execution of this project. As we celebrate this achievement, I must emphasize But our infrastructure agenda extends beyond roads. Last week, I had the honor of commissioning the 97-kilometer Tema Ipakadan Railway Line, a project that heralds a new chapter in Ghana's transportation history. Our investments in healthcare, education, and other critical sectors are similarly guided by a vision of a resilient, inclusive, and dynamic Ghana. Yet while much has been accomplished, our journey is far from complete. The upcoming elections represent a defining moment for our nation. To sustain the progress we have made and to bring ongoing projects to completion, I urge you to place your confidence in the new patriotic party, NPP. A vote for the outstanding Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia and the NPP's parliamentary candidate for Abekuma Central, the excellent Jefferson Saki, is a vote for continuity, for growth, and for a brighter future for our beloved nation. Together, we can build on these achievements and chart an even more ambitious path forward. As we inaugurate this state-of-the-art facility, I urge all motorists to exercise caution, adhere to road safety regulations, and uphold the principles of responsible driving to ensure the safety of all road users. In closing, I extend
Well, thanks for watching. The Joy News channel will be back with business news updates and also take you back to the Electoral Commission, where we told you earlier they're just addressing some key concerns raised, discrepancies with serialization numbers, shortfalls in the printing of presidential and parliamentary ballot papers. We'll take you there shortly after this quick tip.